20,000 people paid tribute to Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. We take you to the emotional ceremony.
Vendors selling Kobe souvenirs take a different approach outside of Staples. We'll hear their stories.
And local artists have created murals in honor of Kobe and his daughter. See how they integrate the Mamba mentality into their work.
Annenberg TV News is next.
Live from USC, you're watching Annenberg TV News.
May you both rest in peace and have fun in heaven until we meet again one day. We love you both and miss you forever and always. Mommy.
Vanessa Bryant shared personal stories of her beloved husband and daughter at today's heartfelt celebration of their lives. Good evening, I'm Caleb Michael.
And I'm Nicola Wenz. Reporter Trevor Sohaki is live at the Staples Center right now. Trevor, how are things looking at the Staples hours after the memorial?
Hi, Nicola. Now, there aren't that many fans here right now. In fact, those ones you see right there are actually lined up for the Clippers game tonight. But just behind me, those fences were used to get thousands of fans, celebrities, and athletes into Staples Center this morning for a celebration of Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant and the 7 others who lost their lives in that helicopter crash last month. Here are some moments from that celebration.
I'm here because I love Kobe. And this was one of his favorite songs. So baby, kiss me, baby, kiss me, before they turn the lights out.
I couldn't see him as a celebrity, nor just an incredible basketball player. He was my sweet husband and the beautiful father of our children. He was mine. He was my everything.
I don't think any of us could have imagined this. Everywhere you go, you see his face, his number.
I promise you, from this day forward, I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in every way I could. Please, rest in peace, little brother.
Kobe had been texting me from the helicopter. The girl in that text chain that he was wanting to help so badly was Lexi Altobelli, the surviving daughter of Coach John Altobelli, who was also on the helicopters. Kobe's last human act was heroic.
Thank you guys so much. I love you. And, Mamba out.
Now, as you just saw, the inside of Staples Center was filled with emotion this morning. Outside of Staples Center at LA Live, the streets were filled with purple and gold. We spoke to some people who were inside the celebration this morning, and they described it as bittersweet, heartfelt, and incredibly emotional. A moment not to miss. Now, all ticket proceeds today will go to Kobe's Mamba and Mambacita Foundation, which helps promote character values and personal development through sport. Live from the house Kobe built, I'm Trevor Sohaki reporting for Annenberg Media. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Trevor. 2 hours before the Kobe and Gianna Bryant memorial began this morning, thousands of fans gathered outside Staples Center hoping to get a ticket. Most of the fans today were local, but some made the trip from outside Southern California, even a few outside the country, hoping to snag a last-minute ticket. With only a limited number available to the general public, these fans made sure to show off their Kobe pride.
I do not have a ticket to the memorial. I came from Detroit. I'm doing some other business here, and I said I'm just going to come out to the arena and just see what I can do.
Yesterday we took the earliest flight from Germany to LA with 2 stops just to be here. The thing is, we do not have a ticket for the game. This is what did not work out how we thought. But in the end, we're still here, we feel the energy, so it's all good.
My son told me, Mom, I don't care, we need to stay in the street, but let's go. I said, okay, let's go.
Despite not getting into the memorial today, these fans said it was still special to be surrounded by a community of people who loved Kobe, around the house that Kobe built.
Thanks, Julia. Many fans were not able to attend the memorial today. However, several communities held viewings of the broadcasted event. Reporter Chase Beach went down to Irvine to talk to fans close to Bryant's home.
Fans gathered in the shadow of the iconic hot air balloon at Irvine's Great Park to watch the Kobe Bryant Memorial.
More than just like basketball. You're just so inspirational always.
I remember people saying he was a ball hog. I thought, that's okay, he's cute, and that's all that mattered.
Bryant was a constant fixture in Orange County, where he lived with his family.
You don't always hear a lot about people from LA that choose to come here. It felt really nice to have such an epic person choose to be here.
We have to remember that all 9 victims come from Orange County, and I wanted to create a place for the community to come together and mourn together.
As Vanessa Bryant spoke about missing her daughter and husband, parents looked on with their own children.
He was my idol, so I wanted to just pay my respects and show my daughter that.
Kobe was like a warrior to me, and his legacy would never stop.
While the atmosphere here at the Great Park Soccer Stadium was somber today, there was also a sense of camaraderie between the people who had attended the memorial.
Happy we came too. It was something we enjoyed,
and the balloon.
Being together, everyone, not just me and you, but everyone.
Yeah. Although Bryant is gone, his legacy and love for his family, basketball, and this community looms large and will live on. For Annenberg Media, I'm Chase Beach.
More than 200 people came together at Linwood Community Center today to honor the man who left a lasting impact on their lives. Linwood gave fans who weren't able to get tickets to the Staples Center Memorial the opportunity to watch the celebration together. People came from all over to pay their respects. Attendees had the chance to sign posters with messages to Kobe. Many spoke about his positive impact on their lives, with a particular emphasis on the mark Kobe left on the Latinx community.
He not only was he in love with a Latina, but he also made sure that he loved her culture. He loved the food, the tacos, and the music. And not only that, he learned how to speak Spanish just to make sure that he embraced everything about the Latino culture. And that means a lot.
At least one fan traveled from as far as Alaska to take part in the Linwood celebration.
Some fans took to the streets to sell merchandise honoring the late basketball legend. Usually vendors are competitive with one another, but today they put a rivalry aside in memory of Kobe and Gianna.
There's always competition, but because of Kobe, we're like respecting one another and allowing people to, kind of stay in the comfort zones and do them.
When somebody pass on, everybody want to get a little piece of what they had or what they got, so that in turn makes the sales astronomical out the roof.
Vendors we spoke to said they would donate a portion of their proceeds to the Kobe's Black Mamba Foundation. A USC junior is also donating sales for merchandise that she designed in memory of her idol.
Kobe's always just been an inspiration to me as a human being. I love design, and I wanted to complement my passion for design with my love for him. There's 2 different designs. One of them is Kobe in one of his most famous positions. It's that outline of him in a box because he had a quote that said, "Dance beautifully in the box that's your own," and he obviously did. The second design are 9 different icons from pictures I found, or like Lakers logos, the infinity sign, 9 icons in total representing the 9 victims who passed away in the crash.
Feliski says she plans to upload a link to her Instagram at Michael Feliski, detailing where students can buy the merchandise that she has designed. Some of Kobe Bryant's biggest fans are actually right here at USC, and Jamia Pugh talked with a couple of students about what Kobe Bryant meant to them.
Fans are a huge part of Kobe Bryant's legacy. Tony Ravelis has been a super fan since the age of 6, and she related to him on many levels.
He was never supposed to be the greatest player ever. He was always an underdog. And I feel like in life, I'm always the underdog, and it always frustrates me. But with Kobe, he used it as motivation. So I try to use that as motivation.
Ravelis is a journalism student and says Kobe helped her through a difficult time in life.
My dad passed away, and when I gave his speech, I actually mentioned Kobe in the speech. I said something towards, if I had one more thing to tell you, it would be the Lakers play tonight, Kobe's gonna go off.
Trey Gonzalez is another student super fan who idolized the basketball star.
To me, he was just my role model, my superstar, and kind of just a lot of memories with him and the Lakers at the organization. So he means the world to me.
Kobe Bryant spent his entire career here in Los Angeles with the Lakers, but he always managed to show love to the Trojans. He was known for attending games and supporting all USC sports, but especially basketball right here at the Galen Center.
Both of these superfans are grateful for the impact Kobe had on their lives.
You've helped me so much, and you made me push through so much. Like, you were more than a basketball player to me. You were actual inspiration and hope.
We miss you, we love you, and your legacy will live on forever.
For Annenberg Media, I'm Jamia Pugh.
Kobe's accomplishments reach beyond basketball. Annenberg Media's Elizabeth Islas has more on Kobe's successes off the court.
In the second act of Kobe Bryant's life, he took on the role of storyteller through film. He created the animated film Dear Basketball, which won a Sports Emmy, an Annie Award, and an Academy Award. The film was produced by Granity Studios, an original content company Bryant founded.
I think it's a really unique accomplishment because I don't know of anyone in the sports world that has won an Oscar, and so getting that recognition from the Academy shows that it kind of just invites others who aren't in the media world to tell their stories or find platforms and ways to tell their stories.
Bryant was a proud father to his 4 daughters and coached daughter Gianna's basketball team. He and his wife founded the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation, and as an author, he wrote 5 books, some novels for children and another about his career.
Now, several murals of Kobe and his daughter Gianna have captured the hearts of many across Southern California. Reporter Sarah Allegre talked with the artists about their tributes.
Artists throughout Los Angeles are honoring Kobe Bryant's life with a variety of murals.
These are like landmarks now. People come here and they have a deep connection. You have a lot of fanatics that were Kobe Bryant fans.
Like many LA residents, these artists were once touched by Kobe's career both on and off the court.
Mamba mentality is just a way of thinking. It's just whatever you do, you just want to strive to be the best at it.
Artists hope their work will continue to unite and inspire the community.
He was a superhero when I was growing up, but when his tragedy happened, I felt I had to give something back to him and the community.
Kobe was not only a basketball icon, but a man whose legacy transcended the game.
It was about his journey and his desire to be a better basketball player for himself, and in that, other people were inspired to do the same.
For Kate Jensen specifically, this was her first mural ever, all dedicated to Kobe and his daughter Gianna.
This was a really vulnerable process for me in a way that I didn't anticipate it being. It was like a learning process the entire time.
Jensen says she channeled Kobe's Mamba mentality during the 2 days it took her to create the mural.
It makes you reflect on your own life and how you treat people in your family, and I think collectively the city felt that.
Hundreds of murals honoring Kobe and his daughter Gianna can be found online to help guide you there. For Annenberg Media, I'm Sarah Allegre.
And coming up next, understanding the Mamba mentality and how Kobe inspired people everywhere.
But first, the first lawsuit filed in the wake of the car crash that killed Bryant and 8 others. Next.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
There are new developments tonight involving the company whose helicopter crashed last month, killing all 9 people, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Reporter Katz has more on this developing story.
Thanks, Nicola. Lawyers for Vanessa Bryant filed a lawsuit against the helicopter company involved in last month's crash. The complaint was announced this morning just hours before mourners gathered at Staples Center to celebrate their lives. The 27-count suit alleges that Bryant died as a, quote, direct result of pilot Arslanian's negligent conduct. The suit also alleges that Island Express helicopters knew the helicopter was flying into unsafe weather conditions and lacked an adequate policy for canceling flights. The complaint also names the Bryant estate as a defendant in the allegations. Today, a company spokesman for Island Express helicopters told Annenberg Media, quote, "This was a tragic accident. We will have no comment on the pending litigation." The National Transportation Safety Board's initial investigation found no evidence of mechanical failure. Island Express's helicopters has suspended all services and is working with the NTSB to investigate the cause of the crash. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Ella. In other news tonight, drug overdoses have become an alarming issue on campus after 4 USC students died in drug-related incidents last semester. 3 of them were tied to fentanyl abuse. We talked to a toxicologist about the danger of unregulated fentanyl.
Prescription of fentanyl from a pharmaceutical company is very safe if used appropriately. The problem is fentanyl in synthetic form that's being sold on the streets is about 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine, which you've heard of, or heroin.
USC was working closely with the LA Health Department to educate students on the risks of drug use. For more details on this story, please go to uscannenbergmedia.com.
It's been a somber day. It feels cold and it even rained on the weekend.
Yeah, it really was a somber day, but it was nice to celebrate the life of Kobe Bryant, all those affected. But Monica, talk to us about the weather, please.
Thank you so much, Caleb and Nicola. We did see a lot of rain around Southern California this past weekend, but we were back to beautiful, sunny Southern California sunshine today. Right around campus, today we saw temperatures of 66 degrees. Like I said, beautiful sunny day, not a lot of wind, not too much humidity. It was a great day. Now if we head east just a bit towards the Inland Empire and the mountains, 51 degrees in Big Bear tomorrow, 78 degrees in Palm Springs. A little bit further west, 77 in San Bernardino and Riverside. Now if we head up to the coast towards Malibu, we're going to see temperatures in Thousand Oaks at 78 degrees, Malibu at 69 degrees, in Northridge and San Fernando, a warm 80 degrees tomorrow. So beautiful, warm, hot day, perfect to go to the beach maybe, do some outdoor activities. Now if we look back at campus, beautiful day tomorrow around campus, 81 degrees, 74 at LAX, 78 in Long Beach, and 80 degrees in Pasadena and Pomona, 84 in Anaheim. So like I said, beautiful, sunny, warm day tomorrow. Get outside, do something fun, perfect day for that. Now if we look ahead to the rest of the week, Friday we're going to see temperatures of 81 and 55 degrees, Saturday 84 and 56 degrees, Sunday 58 and 83 degrees, into next week, Monday at 73 and 57 degrees, and Tuesday at 67 and 52 degrees. So no rain in the forecast this upcoming week or so, lots of sunshine. Do you guys have any plans to do anything fun, take advantage of this great Southern California weather?
I definitely think a trip to the beach is long overdue. Back to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant entered the NBA as a 17-year-old kid. Annenberg Media's Trevor Denton shows us how he became the Black Mamba 7 years later.
Innate ability, dedication, hard work, and confidence. These were all traits of Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality. Professor Mickey Turner covered his career from the very beginning.
I would watch him and he would just keep shooting. He'd shoot like 300 free throws, it seemed like. Never even take a break, not even a sip of water. So when you have that kind of mentality, it's almost scary, to see that. So it's robotic. And that's probably one of the things that made him a great basketball player, and not only a great basketball player, but a great motivator.
In the documentary Muse, Bryant said he created the Black Mamba alter ego in 2003. At the time, he was being charged with sexual assault in Colorado and feared his family would fall apart.
That period of time was very difficult for him, and I think he needed something to attach himself to, something to help bring him up out of that darkness.
To fans, Kobe Bryant's work ethic was as much a part of his legacy as his 5 championship rings.
He wanted to make sure that at the end of his career that he couldn't look back and say, I wish I'd have worked a little harder. And I hear that from friends of mine, former athletes, that maybe they left a little out there. So again, I think great takeaways for all of us.
Bryant has inspired a generation of athletes across the globe. Today, his Mamba mentality lives on. For Annenberg Media, I'm Trevor Denton.
Not only across the globe, but Kobe Bryant also had a very big impact closer to home.
Yeah, that's right, Nicola. Kobe is also being remembered on campus, where many athletes were inspired by him as a player. We have more on that in sports.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
With USC located in the heart of Los Angeles, many Trojans idolized Kobe Bryant. The basketball legend made appearances at USC basketball and volleyball games in the past few years, and each time stayed after to chat with the athletes. We took a look at what Kobe means to USC.
A pregame ritual of mine is to watch one of his motivational YouTube videos before. An amazing memory that I had of him was this year. Him and his daughter came to one of our matches, and one of my favorite memories is getting a kill and looking over and seeing him clapping, and that was just like an image that I'll never forget. Mamba mentality was like an everyday thought. Like, first thing I wake up in the morning thinking is how would Kobe train today?
The dog mentality to work hard than everybody else, outwork everybody, and that's just what he brought to the table, and that's what every young basketball player, every basketball player I took as growing up, you just want to outwork everybody and make sure that everybody knows that you're not better than me, and that he's brought that dog mentality to the game. Even though he's gone, it's going to live on forever. So R.I.P. Kobe.
Growing up, I always try to be the best at everything I do, playing basketball and then playing football. I played linebacker freshman year, and then I changed it to D lineman. So I had to change my mindset, change everything I had to do. I had to start from the bottom. So having that mindset to where I'm new, but I'm not going to play like I'm new, that mindset Kobe Bryant had.
I actually grew up in a family where my father was an NBA basketball player and a Hall of Famer. So seeing the way that he made time for his family, the way that he was both this immaculate public legend and also just this innately fatherly man to his children was super special. But because he has such a huge connection to his family, to his daughters, to his wife, it was so amazing to see him use his voice to speak out about more than just the issues on the sport, and really encouraging athletes to use their platform, to use their voice to make a difference in the world.
USC basketball honored Kobe and Gigi last month by leaving jerseys and flowers on the same seats they sat while attending a game at SC last fall. They will be both dearly missed by the USC athletics community. #GirlDad began trending on Twitter after ESPN anchor Elle Duncan shared a personal story about how proud Kobe was to be a father of girls. Today, Kobe's widow, Vanessa Bryant, gave a little more insight on what he was like as a dad.
Kobe was the MVP of Girl Dads, or MVD. He always told the girls how beautiful and smart they are. He taught them how to be brave and how to keep pushing forward when things get tough.
Kobe's passion to be a father touched people all over the country, including the Trojan family. We spoke to 2 USC girl dads to talk about how they cherish their role as a father.
I'm a huge fan of being a girl dad. My job is really to give her a platform, or give them a platform, so that they can be strong and independent. Whether it's traveling on trips, going to sporting events, it's talking through things. We even joke about The Bachelor.
Like, it doesn't matter whatever you do. It's just giving them the ability to believe in themselves, to become who they really are.
These girl dads said they will cherish their children even more after today. And Liz, I know that this was also a tough day for us as sports anchors, covering the loss of Kobe Bryant. In particular, Kobe had a really big impact on my life. I wore the number 8 growing up, always to my basketball and volleyball games. And on top of that, I always wanted to work in sports because of his legacy and just watching him play on the court. So he definitely, losing him was extremely difficult for me.
Yeah, and it's really inspiring to see the impact that he's had on people everywhere, from journalists to athletes, and not even in just basketball, volleyball. He comes and supports women's sports a lot, and I think it shows the type of person that he was, and he was just gone too soon.
I know, especially the girl dad thing. I'm also a father of have 2 sisters as well, so that made a big impact on me. But now we're going to send it back to Caleb and Nicola at the desk.
Thank you, Julia and Elizabeth. Well, coming up, I look back at some of the memorable Kobe moments.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps! Did Pete saying mean things bother ya?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Thank you so much for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone here at Annenberg Media, I'm Caleb Michael.
And I'm Nicola Wenz. It's been such an emotional day, and we look really forward to looking back at the highlights of Kobe's career.
A career, a legacy that lives on. Good night.
The 1996 NBA Draft is the stuff of legends. Kobe Bryant was the best high school player in the country, and he went 13th. But it didn't take long before he started to stand out in the league. At the turn of the millennium, with the Lakers, he won his first championship, and along with Shaq, led the team to 3 straight in 2001 and 2002. 4 years later, he dropped 81 points in a single game, which would have been a league record if it weren't for Wilt Chamberlain. In 2008, he was named league MVP, a year before he took the Lakers back to the championships to win 2 more times in 2009 and 2010. In 2013, he tore his Achilles and kept playing in a game the Lakers won by only 2 points. By the time he announced his retirement in 2016, he'd been an NBA All-Star 18 times. He went to Beijing and to London for Team USA and came home with 2 gold medals. In his last game, after a rough season, he still put up 60 points. And the next year, both his jerseys were hanging in the rafters. The numbers 8 and 24, never to be worn by a Laker again.